Welcome to the Wine Emporium's first Wine Explorers box. Today we're going to take you on a trip to one of the most famous wine growing regions in the world, Napa Valley. Located northeast of San Francisco, Napa Valley is a collection of many American viticultural areas, as you can see here, from up north in Calistoga to in the south at Los Carneros. Lots of different soils and climates that lead to very different winemaking. Squeezed up against the Mayacamas Mountains here at the Farniente Winery. This is a good example of how picturesque and beautiful the valley is. Here we have the winery of Robert Mondavi, who was a pioneer in the area. And he led the exodus out to Napa to make great wine because it really is a wonderful place to make wine. And that's why many of the wines are award-winning and world-renowned. So join us to enjoy the tastes and textures of Napa Valley. So for those of you watching at home, we actually did all the red videos first, and then we're circling back.
We forgot this one.
We forgot it.
It was in the freezer.
So
it's okay.
If we're a little more loopy, I know you may be drinking these one at a time over a series of days. We're drinking these all in one night, so if it starts to get a little bit off track, you'll know why.
White wine, especially white wine with great acidity, is a beautiful palate cleanser.
It is. I would love to have some like a cheese plate for dessert with Sauvignon Blanc would be fantastic.
Well, you know how at tastings, people always taste all the white wines first, and then they then go taste all the reds. I have always been a fan of taste a few whites, taste a few reds, and then go back to the whites because they reset.
They do. It does kind of reset your, especially something like this. So this is the 2020 Cade Sauvignon Blanc from Napa Valley. Cade is a part of the Plumpjack family.
Is that right?
Yes.
I'm learning something here too.
Yeah, sorry, I should have told you that before we started the
That's
video.
That's okay,
no. Plumpjack, who are very well-known Napa producers, make some really beautiful red wines.
I've heard of those.
Yes, I know. And so this is a really great example of Sauvignon Blanc. Now, when you think Sauvignon Blanc, you don't usually think Napa. Where do you usually think?
New Zealand. Ish. I love white Bordeaux, though. I love Bordeaux Blanc. Come to my house. That's where I live.
Well, there we go. So, but a lot of people think of New Zealand, or that Loire Valley, or Bordeaux Blanc.
Right, Sancerre.
Which have
don't think about that right now.
Don't think about that. And New Zealand has a particular style, very pungent, a lot of grapefruit in there. Loire has a very distinct style. More herbal, more grassy.
I always think, I'll be honest, when I think about Napa Sauvignon Blanc, that's where I get like that fresh cut grass kind of thing. Loire, I think of like that lime, that key lime, that not too...
Maybe a little orange blossom kind of. Yeah. Citrusy. So
back to Napa.
But Napa, I think, is a good, if you like either one of those two places, then you'll like Napa because it has a little bit of each one of them.
Yeah, it's a great place to meet in the middle.
Yeah, it is.
Of those styles.
And they really do. Napa Sauvignon Blanc does not get the respect that it should. It really is nice. I mean, it's
we've got a few of them.
Yeah, we got a few in the store.
But I have always, Duckhorn. Yeah, they're all. I always notice there's a few. Some of the best Sauvignon Blanc houses are also some of the best Merlot producers.
That is true. That is true. It might be that the weather conditions are perfect for both the same place. So. But this one is a really great example of, I think, how wonderful these white wines can be from Napa. It has some qualities I think you'll enjoy. So it's
not over the top.
It's not over the top like New Zealand.
A little green, like honeydew melon, even a little.
Yep.
But we're weird.
Do you get the lime zest on that? It's got It's got great
That's
fruit.
a lot going on in this bottle.
For a white, I mean, there's a lot going on there. But dude, melon, lime zest, that really crisp finish is almost lemony.
We're going to go on all night because this is the last glass of wine we're having. No, this is beautiful. I kind of wish we'd had it at the beginning and again at the end.
Yes, no, it's quite nice. So this is an example. We think of Cab when we think of Napa, but this is telling you to look outside the box a little bit. This is a really great example of...
It's not the only outside the box that we're going to have.
There's lots of them. But we hope that you enjoy this Cade 2020 Sauvignon Blanc. Cheers, Nova.